Hey there, Selena Knight, the Retail Biz Strategist here, and today I want to talk to you about the 4 reasons your retail store is losing money and how you can turn the tables on all of that. When I first meet with a retailer, I always ask them why they opened their store. And of course, the reasons vary dramatically. But generally, what comes up are these 4 things: to have more money, to spend more time with their family, to not have to work as many hours and work in a rigid corporate environment, to make more money, and because I love this thing that I'm selling and I wanted to share it with others. Does that sound familiar? Well, to tell you the truth, most of those things are the reasons that many small businesses, especially retailers, end up closing up shop in the first 3 years. It's really sad. So why are those the wrong reasons to open a store, and how do you turn them into the right reasons? Well, number 1 and number 2 go together. To have more freedom and to spend more time with their family, and also perhaps to not work as many hours. Well, this is often these are like the first things that come up. And I always tell my clients that if this is the reason that you want to open a store, then go and get a job. Because those first 5 years in business will mean that you are working a lot. Like if you are in those first 5 years, you will know that it seems like it's never ending. No matter how many times you say, I'm only going to work 8 hours a day, it ends up being 10, 12, you work till midnight, you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning getting your bookwork done. So you're bound to feel bad right from the beginning about the amount of time that you're investing in getting this thing off the ground, because it's taking time away from your family. So how exactly do you turn that around? Well, simply from the outset, you need to work out a budget that allows you to hire staff right from the beginning. Now, I know that you're probably thinking, I can't afford to hire more staff. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if it is just for a couple of hours a week, it is something that you need to do. Because when you tell me that you can't afford to hire staff, the first thing I'm going to go back and tell you is that you can't afford not to. And that you should have worked out the numbers right from the beginning that would ensure that you had help. Again, it doesn't have to be full time. It doesn't even have to be for a full day. And it doesn't have to be in your shop. It can be in a whole bunch of those ancillary services such as bookkeeping, answering emails, packing, all those sorts of things. It doesn't have to just be working behind the counter. Because when you're in retail, you need to be the buyer, the operations manager, the HR manager, the marketing manager, and a host of other roles. And you can't do all of those things and still work in your shop. And when I say work in your shop, I do mean in your online store or in your retail store. So whilst a lot of times people do this to escape that rigid corporate box that they've been working in, my question to you is, have you jumped out of the corporate box and just into another gift-wrapped box? Okay, the next reason that people tell me that they open a store is to make more money. Cha-ching! This is actually the one that I want to talk about with you today. How is the making more money than you did in your corporate job going for you? Are you making more money? Because I know you had a corporate job, because I have done my market research on who you people are, who my followers and my fans and my clients are, and at some point you were working in a corporate job. Are you now working less hours? Are you spending more time with your family? Most people answer no to this question. And if you can answer yes, I am like virtual high-fiving you right now, because that is awesome. I am so proud of you for getting to that stage. But for those of you who are sitting here thinking, no, I'm working more, I'm spending less time with my family, I'd almost give anything to go back to a job, but I would never go back to a job. Well, do you want to know the reasons why? Well, I'm pretty sure that you opened this store expecting to work in the store or in the business until you could afford to hire more people, right? It is a mindset thing. Yes, it's a little bit woo-woo, but I can tell you this from experience. When you started out, you didn't have the right mindset. You were thinking small, and thinking small keeps you small. So how do you turn the tables on that? Well, you could go and get a whole bunch of mindset coaching. I'm all for that, but of course it's going to cost money. Or quite simply, you could sit down right now and work out what delegating a bunch of your work would do for your business and what you could achieve if you actually had that time back. And then you need to know how much it's going to cost you. Then work out a way that you can generate that income. The universe is a funny thing. If you set intentions, quite often what you need comes to you in the most roundabout way, but you do need to take action. Try it. What's the worst that could happen? And the last reason that people tell me that they opened their retail store is because they wanted to sell things that they loved and share these things with others, or that they couldn't find these products or these items in their local area. Now, this can be a great catalyst for opening a store. But one of the key reasons that independent retailers fail is that they buy what they and their friends love, not what their customer loves. Over and over again, I see this. People tell me that, yeah, I love these things. All my friends tell me they're beautiful, but they're just not moving on the shelf. I can guarantee you that your friends are not going to make up that 20% of customers that bring in your 80% of revenue. Now, that is an actual fact. It's called the Pareto principle, and it says that 20% of your income is 20% of your customers will give you 80% of your income. In fact, what you may find is that under some strange set of circumstances, your friends all of a sudden shop elsewhere. Now, I do not know why this happens, but again, I hear this all the time from retailers. They think that their friends would come in and support them, but for some reason, that doesn't happen. Now, I don't know the answer to why that is the case, but let me just assure you, when all your friends supported you in the opening of this retail store, don't make that the foundation for the sales that you think you're going to make. So, let's just recap. To turn the tables on being a #retail fail, you should work less, earn more, budget for assistance. This is the big one. You have to actually budget for it. Think bigger and change your mindset, and know what your role in your business is. And it has to be as a business owner, not just a shopkeeper. So if you've got any questions on what I think are my top 4 reasons for why retail stores don't make money, I would love you to pop a chat in the comments, and I'm going to pop back in and answer all of your questions. If you think I'm wrong, I would love to hear from you. If you think I'm right, or if you've got any questions, I would still love to hear from you. So until next week, have a fantastic week. Be profitable. Cash in on this holiday rush that is just about to happen, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.